Hello and welcome to another fun-filled, action-packed episodes of Nonsense Review. One of those statements is true anyway. Joining me once again, for now and forever, is Rick.
Hello there, hello there, hello there.
And before we get into what this episode is going to be about, what we're going to watch, we've got our customary sort of ritual to go through. And to that end, Rick, how was your week, buddy?
It's been eventful, because today is the local council elections. So we've got... Okay, I'm going to get a little bit real for a bit. We've had a pamphlet sent through, and for a neutral person, there is a very definite winner. And if you're not neutral, then you didn't need the pamphlet to begin with. But that's pretty much all I can say about that without going too political. How about you? How was your week?
My week has been uneventful as fuck. You guys may or may not remember last week before we watched the episode of Discord Mania. I forgot what it's called, like Fluttershy Hear Me Roar or some shit, wasn't it?
Oh, I think it was Keep Calm and Flutter On or something.
Oh, yeah. It was a pretty good title, really.
Yeah.
I had a lot to talk about last week, but the main takeaway was, as soon as the episode was ending, I was going to play the shit out of Pokemon Snap. So this week, I played the shit out of Pokemon Snap. I've essentially beaten the game, quote unquote. Like, I've done the story. But with the new way of Pokemon Snap doing things is you can take there's 1 to 4 star photos, and you need to fill out your photo decks and get 1 to 4 star photos of every Pokemon in the game. I'm nowhere near achieving that, but the base story's done. I can just go back and take pictures of Pokemon whenever I so please.
That's the beauty of it, is that it becomes an on the rails shooter, with the roguelike element of you choose what your route is early on and modify it based on things that you use.
In the original Pokemon Snap, kind of, because there was things you could interact with in the environment, but in the new Pokemon Snap, it's very... The rails are very limited. Like, I get it, they wanted to get to keep the feel of the old Pokemon Snap game, but I really think it being on rails is a bit of a detriment. I think if you had free control over movement, it would be a much more enjoyable game. Especially seeing as, like the reason it was on rails back in the day is almost entirely because it would have taken, first of all, too much effort to have free roaming, and second of all, they likely didn't have the space on the cartridge. Oh, hang on, would that have been CDs by then?
Oh, it was cartridge.
It was cartridge. I thought it was, but my brain's like, I didn't...
Yeah, it was the N64, so yeah, it was cartridge.
You see, I didn't have Nintendo home consoles. Like, my first home console, as I don't think I've said this on the podcast, but I've told you before, Rick, was the PlayStation 1, which wasn't until, like, 1999 or some shit.
Well, that wasn't too far into its lifespan.
Well, that's what I was trying to guess, the year of the console being released, not the time when I had it.
Yeah, I think it was released in 97?
Fucking hell. I definitely got it a bit late, because the first game I got with it was Star Wars Phantom Menace, so I got it a fair way into its cycle, which I think would have been like 2001 even. 2000? I don't know when... Phantom Menace came out in 99.
Yeah, I was going to say. Phantom Menace was 99, yeah.
I got incredibly angry at myself for not knowing that, and I don't know why.
Yeah, because 97 was when they did all the special edition re-releases, just in time for the Phantom Menace.
One of my most joyful moments as a child was my dad had the free... and this is how fucking old I am, video cassette box set of the original Star Wars films. And one day he just said, okay, you're not at school, you've got nothing to do today, you're watching these films.
I love when you get dad homework.
But I mean, he didn't watch them with me, he fucked off and did his own shit. But he left me in the living room and he came in once every 2 hours and changed the video over because I was a poo babby and couldn't do it. And those videotapes were, completely old school, as it were. Like, they were fucking old and beaten. They were the original films, which, if you listen to all the old fucks who are big Star Wars nerds, according to them, they're the definitive Bible God's word version of the films and the ones you definitely have to watch. I don't really care that much. Like, there's some stupid decisions they did in the digital re-releases, but nothing so egregious that it's like, oh, if you've never seen the true cut, you're not a real fan sort of bollocks.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I legitimately remember nothing about the original version of the film where Han shoots first. Like, other than the fact that I watched the film and I saw Darth Vader say bugger formation. Like, apparently he's saying Delta formation, but it just sounds like he's saying bugger formation.
But yeah, that was a fun little memory I just randomly had, and I can't. Oh right, we're talking about PlayStation. Fuck. But yeah, my week has been predominantly Pokemon Snap. So with our weeks both being fairly boring, or without any video evidence of our of our deeds and photo decks gathering, I guess we should crack on. So, Rick, what do we intend to do?
Well, I had the suggestion that we review, similar to how we've done the Danger Mouse Ancient versus Modern, to do Sonic, but we do them in separate episodes because each episode is an episode long rather than being half an episode long. So today is the first episode, the first ever episode to be aired of any Sonic series, and it's the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And the episode is called The Super Special Sonic Search and Smash Squad.
And this series is the... well, I don't know if I'm going to put episode 1 or episode 13 or whatever nonsense in the description, because we both did that Wikipedia deep dive, Rick, and the episode list was confusing.
Yes, it was. Okay, so if you look at the episode numbers, this is episode 1, so that's the one that I picked.
Yeah, except in the list, it's like episode 23 or 13. There's a 3 in there, and there's a number before it.
Yeah. The first episode they showed was something like episode 5 or something.
It said like 47.
It was something stupid.
It beggars belief. Anyway, with that little bit of explanation, do you want to count us down, Rick?
Sure. So, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Well, my version of the my game thing goes straight into the theme.
Yep. It goes straight into the theme. There's no pre-credits anything in this season, in this series at all. It's all going straight into the very limited animation of the cartoon. So like, I don't remember it being this limited when I was a kid.
What's this fucking robot chicken's name? Because I know the other thing's called Grounder.
Yeah, the chicken is Scratch.
Scratch. All right.
The joke being Chicken Scratch.
Oh, okay.
And just in case you don't know that you're watching Sonic, like, the word Sonic is appearing on the screen.
Yeah, it's shown up like, I want to say at least 10 times now. Oh, that's fucked up.
Yep.
He just used the corpses of the robots to put his name
to write
on the
his
sign.
Name. To write his name on a sign.
Written by Bruce Shelley and Reed Shelley. We've got either a brother or a couple.
Or possibly both.
No. Well, only if this was made in Alabama, or alternatively Norfolk.
So we've got a repeat of the opening theme tune as our establishing shot, and we've still not had any bloody words said.
This is very Roadrunner.
Yeah, I think that's what they're aiming for, oh, there we are, our first word said.
Here's the actual problem, right, is this thing is so the music is so loud compared to the speaking volume of the characters, I can't fucking hear what they're saying. That's Patrick.
Pretty much.
I've turned up the volume on my thing, so if I struggle to hear you, Rick, I apologise.
Yeah, I think Grounder was a pre-Patrick.
But potentially, I suppose.
This is the 90s, so yeah. Yeah, so I guess they're trying to evoke Sonic being a bit like a Bugs Bunny kind of guy, trying to seduce his captor.
I mean, before this, the games were literally just the 2D fucking platformers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So there wasn't exactly anything to base it off of.
Yeah, this is essentially the first idea of any form of personality for Sonic.
Man, he has changed a lot since then.
Yep.
Did this series start the chili dog thing, or was that another series?
Either this one or the other one. But yeah, they...
Oh my god,
Tails
looks grotesque.
airing around the same time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to override you there, but like, Tails went all cross-eyed, and he's not yellow, so he's not cute, he's just a shit fox.
Man, look at all these fucking...
Mega Man rejects.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Cool. Mobius just got mentioned, so I can throw in this tidbit that you also knew, where Mobius is an invention solely for the West, because in Japan it was just Earth. That was a very... if I was a child, that might be terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, Dr. Robotnik's just hated Sonic so hard that he's broke his own teeth.
Well, the word hate appeared on them. Wait, is Dr. Robotnik actually robot in this? Because his head just... Oh, is this just because Sonic's bullshitting?
Oh, it's just a cartoon.
Okay, like...
So, he's a human. There's no reason why his head is a cone. Oh yeah, the currency is Mobiums.
Sure, fuck it, why not? Dude, this is some Julius Caesar shit.
Yeah. That's not a question. That's not...
Have you heard that story, by the way, with Julius Caesar?
Yeah, didn't he get like offended at how little his ransom was?
Yeah, he got caught by pirates, and they made his ransom, and he said, well, I'm worth like twice that. So they upped it, and it got paid, and when he left, he said, oh, by the way, I'm going to hunt all you fuckers down. And he did.
Yeah, they laughed because they thought it was a joke, and he laughed with them because he knew it wasn't.
It's one of those weird things as well, where, like, this is all just conjecture and hearsay because there's no way of proving it, but apparently he actually quite liked his pirate captors, but, you know, motherfuckers captured him and ransomed him, so he got to do what he got to do.
Absolutely.
I don't like brown tails. His proportions are off as well, or is that just me?
His proportions are definitely off right now.
Ugh.
His head is really bulbous in that shot.
It was not great. I kind of like the design of the main robot there.
Yeah, the one with the weird face.
Yeah, it's sort of horse-like, but not really.
Yeah, it's like got a face mask of some kind of animal. Why is that guy a jelly bean?
Why is that guy just a fucking foot pump? Like, okay. Essentially, we've got the age-old logic of you can be as violent towards the enemies as you want because they're not humans and they're not alive; they're robots.
Yeah. Even the ones that are not robots are just evil anyway. So, like, this is a bounty hunter's convention of villains.
Well, there's that joke in Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged where Marek's going through some fucking place where he shouldn't be, and the guards are all robots, and he went, "Oh, you're all robots. That means I can be as violent as I want."
Samurai Jack syndrome.
Yeah, Samurai Jack at least is built into the lore a bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, I'd love to review a couple of Samurai Jack episodes.
Yeah, we could definitely do Samurai Jack. And there's the old and the new versions, so we can do the comparisons.
Well, that's not strictly true, because the new version is just a continuation. It's not like a reboot.
True, but it's still worth comparing to the old ones.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk shop in the middle of this Sonic episode, guys. Why did that take so long?
To accentuate how fast he is. Look at his undies.
I blinked and I missed it.
Yeah, he showed his undies as part of the slapstick gag.
Okay.
Of him being surprised by the tree falling on him. Oh, there we are, the Eggomatic hovercraft.
Is he Robotnik or Eggman here?
He's Robotnik in this. This was back in the days when he was always Robotnik in the West and always Eggman in the East.
Look at his fat ass.
Yep. Yeah, he dummy thick.
Oh, jeez, I don't like describing Eggman like that, but fuck. Oh.
Yeah, he's throwing shit into his robot maker.
I like the concept of early cartoons of if I throw books, a globe, an old school computer, and a diploma into a fucking machine, then it will make the thing smart. Reading books doesn't make you smart, by the way, guys. I should fucking know. I've read enough of them and I'm dumb as shit.
Why is he licking him?
Why does it have a realistic, non-metallic tongue?
For slapstick.
Okay, I get it. That's the reason why it exists. But I'm when I ask questions like that, I'm asking for an explanation in universe.
I think it is literally just for slapstick, though.
Yeah, but like that's not the reason in universe. In universe, it's got to be like there's got to be a reason why this machine gave him an organic tongue. Like he has an organic tongue because they want to do slapstick. Yeah, that's entirely correct. But there's not much of a conversation if I ask a question and you just go, 'cause slapstick. Yeah, fucking prick. I love you, man, but damn.
Yeah, to produce an exact clone, just put like one piece of the one that was already a fuck up.
Fucked up the fuck up.
Yep.
He makes a very valid point.
Yeah, it's a very, very valid point. How was he supposed to know? A, he wasn't told, and B, yes, he has just hatched.
Jesus Christ, is that not the worst thing ever in any circumstance? Of someone asking, hey, why did you do that? And it's like, well, no one told me I wasn't supposed to do that. Or why didn't you do this thing? It's like, well, I didn't know I was supposed to do X thing, motherfucker.
Yeah, didn't know it was an option.
Oh, jeez. I'm going to vent a little bit. Back when I first started my current job, we had a manager of the store who's a total fucking arse bucket. He doesn't work there no more, so that's why I feel comfortable saying it. Where he once asked me, hey, could you go clean up such and such? And I went, okay. So I went out back, went to the place where you fill up the bucket with hot water. I pumped like 3 pumps of soap in because I was reading the sign that said this is how much soap you need to water. So I went there, boom, boom, done. Came out. And when I came out, he said, what took you so long to come back out? And I went, well, I didn't know how much soap was meant to go in the thing, so I had to read the sign and blah, blah, blah. And he went, well, you're cleaning up a spillage, you don't need soap. And it's like, well, I didn't fucking know that, prick. But before I worked here, I was in animal care, for fuck's sake. If you clean something up, you need to disinfect shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, from my point of view, you did exactly the right thing, but...
I'm arse bucket. Like, I don't think for a second that dude is ever going to watch this stuff, but at the same time, I don't want to outright call him a cunt, but he was a cunt.
It's okay, you can still call him an arse bucket.
I did, and I will. Oh, there we go, chili dog.
2 chili dogs with the works, pal. And Coconut's here, starting with the best plan already.
He hasn't served it yet, you prick. I thought he was trying to poison him. Is that not his plan?
No, he's just luring him in to catch him with a cage or something.
So why was there a fucking skull and crossbones do not eat on the cauldron?
I think he over-engineered his plan.
Apparently!
Oh, he's very definitely over-engineered his plan because I'm pretty sure he tries the cage in another episode and it's a lot more effective.
Well, didn't Sonic Forces literally start with Sonic getting captured?
Yeah.
But then when you rescue Sonic, he's just chilling in his cell and it's like, oh, I could have broke out any time, I just didn't want to. Like, he Goku'd that shit.
Yeah. According to the law, he was being held in captivity for like 6 months. And he was like, nah, I'm just chilling.
Like, actual prick. I like the concept of Sonic Forces being like, hey, create your own Sonic character and not for creepy sex shit. Can we talk about Sonic and the creepy sex culture?
Yes.
What is it about Sonic specifically that attracts the weirdos?
The fact that he's not human and people that don't Okay, okay, actually, low-key like the pumping of the gun barrels, but okay, the people that don't identify with being entirely human can now identify with something that looks vaguely humanoid and has tits.
But Rooster Bat didn't exist back in the early 90s.
Which is why there's so many gay furries.
I feel like that's a no. Oh, you know what? I can't even say that because I know most of the furry community is gay. I remember listening to a podcast of I think it was back when it was still the Super Best Friend cast, where Peach Saliva was guesting on it, and she went to a furry convention, and it was mostly gay men. And that's I'm not. Here's the thing, right? And I'm just gonna straight up be honest because it's always the best policy. I'm always very cautious when speaking about gay people because I don't want to accidentally be a dick. Alright, so if I sound nervous and awkward, it is entirely me trying not to upset people. Even though I know what I'm saying is completely fine. But you got to bear in mind, I was brought up in a household where it wasn't okay.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of bummed myself out with that sentence.
Well, here's another one. Like I was once in a Discord conversation.
Do I need to have a beep ready?
It's no worse than anything you've already said.
Okay.
But the owner came in and bollocked someone for saying, "Okay, I love them as much as anyone else in this conversation, but please don't hijack my entire server with gay furry dicks."
Okay, yeah, but gay furry dicks are weird. Like, it's not the gay bit that's weird, by the way, guys. It's the furry bit. I want to be very clear. And I say that as someone who has looked at furry art and gone, yeah, I get it, kind of.
Yeah. So another anecdote is a friend being lured to someone's house who then threw a Ziploc bag full of a used latex replica of Animal Penis.
Oh, it's my fault for bringing up the creepy sex culture of Sonic the Hedgehog, but fuck, why? Why did they do that? Were they mad at them, or did they think they'd enjoy the gift?
I think it was a form of flirtation.
That's a bit extreme for flirtation.
Yeah.
In fact, it might even be technically, not sexual assault, but sexual something.
It's definitely sexual aggression. Inflatable strumpet hand.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's just a more fucking in-depth version of the joke from South Park where Cartman just took his hand and made it look like Jennifer Lopez or some shit.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my taco flavor kisses, or something equally offensive. Why the fuck did that in that one shop Grounder have a fucking badonkadonk ass?
you know my response is just going to be slapstick. It's just a big ass to get kicked.
And once again, organic tongues.
That are larger than their bodies.
Yeah, maybe they're not organic. Maybe they can pump them up. This is more... Okay, I'm starting to see the fucking creepy sex shit in this first episode of Sonic ever. Why did Tails have a fucking crane?
To bring the anvil.
I suppose, but... Was Tails canonically, like, a mechanic back then?
I don't think he was meant to be. Like, he had the plane as early as his first game, Sonic 2, but by the same token, I don't know whether he was meant to be the one that built it back then.
No, I get you. But I know in the later series, well, the cartoon show specifically, he was definitely like shoehorned in as a mechanic of the group.
Mm-hmm,
well, not even mechanic, like straight up scientist and bloody inventor and shit.
Sometimes the off-model is kind of cool.
I suppose, but I've got to be honest with you, the most offensive thing to me is the colour.
Maybe.
Like, wasn't he even yellow in the game because the fucking console could only do primary colours?
I think he's orange because it's the opposite colour of blue.
Oh, be careful who you say that to. There's some people who argue about that.
Okay, on the pigment.
No, I get you. I agree with you. If you look at the... I did graphic design. I've seen the colour wheel. I know how it fucking works. But there's some pricks who think magenta and shit are on there, and it fucking ain't.
Yeah, okay. So on the pigment colour wheel, it's opposite. On the light colour wheel, it's not.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna fucking show my nerd roots here. As you well know, Rick, I've collected and played Warhammer. I've painted Warhammer models. If I make my primary colour green, I usually make the spot colour red.
Yeah.
Because it just pops that much more. I'm not artistic in the slightest, guys. But, I do know some shit.
Not artistic, merely autistic.
I'm not autistic. I will fight you. That might be something an autistic person would say. Alright, they're robots, right? How come just regular rope is able to keep them tied up?
Because they're idiots.
He's got drill hands!
I know, right? But his drill hands are tied up.
Yeah, but surely he just has to start spinning and it's still sharp metal spinning at a fucking high speed.
I know, right?
There's some flaws in this old cartoon from the 90s or maybe late 80s, I can't remember.
Yeah, this is early 90s.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing the later incarnations of Sonic where there's more sort of furry bait for the straight male.
Yep. Well, you're only going to have to wait 3 weeks in terms of
don't spoil it.
When it was released. Yeah, they were only released like 3 weeks apart.
Discombobulated. I swear he said discombobulated.
Yeah. The robot you're trying to reach has been discombobulated.
Yeah, but he said boob. Look at his dump truck ass! Why has he got a dump truck ass? Like, next time they show you him from the back, he has a massive fucking badonkadonk. There, did you see it?
Yeah, there it was again, yeah.
Like, I don't know why they decided to do that. Oh yeah, the PS. I remember the PSA segment.
Yeah, so we didn't get these in the UK.
We did on the reruns on CBBC.
Okay.
Okay. It would make sense for them to cut out something like this.
Yeah. 911 is for real emergencies.
Yeah. Phone 911 in the UK, see what fucking happens. Alright, for real. When I was a shithill teenager, I hung out with real shithead teenagers who would phone up 999 as a practical joke. And after the second time they did it, I went, I don't want to be around you when you make these phone calls because that's fucked up.
Yep.
I cannot stress how much of a goody two-shoes I am. Also, that's not even being a goody two-shoes. That's, I don't want
to break the law.
I have a deathly fear of going to prison, and I don't know why, because I've never done anything wrong enough in my life to ever justify being sent to prison.
I know, right?
But it's like losing even a month of my life for any reason seems like a bad deal.
It's not even being in prison. It's
the time you lose. It's
losing the freedom, yeah. Plus the stigma of having been in prison.
Well, there's that as well. I've got tattoos. That's bad enough when you're looking for a job, and it shouldn't be, but it is. There's all these laws written in saying you can't not hire someone because of their age. You can't not hire someone because of the colour of their skin. You can't not hire someone because of tattoos. You can't not hire someone because of their history relating to criminal record. Officially, you can't not hire people for those reasons. Unofficially,
Unofficially, that's just a basic... It's a way of saying, okay, really? It's not because of this? But what it is because of that, we've searched for the other thing that we can now pull up.
Your name is Jasmine, and you have slightly curly hair, and your skin is 2 shades darker than we'd prefer. But obviously they can't say that, because that's fucked up. But that's what they're thinking, because they're cunts.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as a white dude, so I've got it pretty cushy. Like, I've only condemned myself by having tattoos, really. But I've also been slightly smart in that all I have to do is wear a long sleeve shirt, and you would never know.
True.
Oh, and not wear shorts.
So, let's talk about the voices. So, Sonic was voiced by Urkel.
Yeah, or Urkel.
Yeah, Steve Urkel, Jaleel White. He was the only voice of Sonic back then, so even though there were different series, it was the same Sonic voice. And Dr. Robotnik was Long John Baldry, the singer from the 60s.
Yeah, no idea who that is. It's a bit before my time, my dude.
Well, I mean, the 60s were also before my time.
I mean, I get the feeling that you've looked this up and you don't actually know what he sung or what style of music he did.
Okay, so he sang a song called Cocaine, but it's not the Cocaine song that everyone knows.
Okay, because I'm familiar with Cocaine, because that was an Eric Clapton song, and I love that dude.
Yeah, it was a different song about cocaine. But yeah, he sung other things, and I can't remember any of it. But apparently, like, if you talk to like your mum about Long John Baldry, she'll know about him.
Do you want me to phone a friend and put her on speakerphone?
Yeah, only if you really want to have your mum as an additional guest.
I don't even know if she'd answer, and she has a tendency to waffle, so let's not. That's the most polite way I can word it, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's also still a bit of a weird time in everyone's lives considering recent events. Pestering her about a singer she may or may not know is not the best of ideas, and she might be on the phone for 10 minutes. One day you might have some additional guests on the podcast, but today is not that day.
Let's just skip to the part where we pretended that we did.
Yes, let's do that. Yeah, we kind of got sidetracked for about a solid 5 minutes, which is about a quarter of the episode about the weird Sonic furry sex shit. But I cannot stress enough, one of the most well-known things about Sonic these days is the creepy sex culture.
And like even now, like there are so many Sonic characters, and yet people still make their own. That it's still just a green Sonic with a bigger willy.
Do you know what my actual favourite image as far as Sonic OCs is concerned, and I'm going to assume you're probably familiar with it because you're a much bigger Sonic nerd than I am.
I've probably seen it, and you've probably showed it to me, and I've probably laughed at it.
I don't think I've shown it to you, but it's iconic.
Iconic the Hedgehog?
No. I don't know what the fucking thing's name is, but if I recall correctly, and it's so on point as well, it's a green hedgehog holding a Glock, wearing a suit, and it says, and the caption is, and I shit you not, "Nothing personnel, kid, just business. Teleports behind you."
Oh, okay, so there's a purple one called Cold Steel the Hedgehog, and that's where the nothing personnel kid thing comes from.
Oh shit, so is this green version I've seen not even the original and someone else taking the piss?
Okay, so here's the thing. Cold Steel the Hedgehog is so well known that it might not be the original, but it's the one that everyone knows.
I'm fucking Googling Cold Steel the Hedgehog. Oh, don't forget, there's also that fun game where if you type your name into Google with the hedgehog, there's probably a Sonic OC.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Bio. Cold Steel was born with a special power. He was stronger than all his classmates in the Sonic Fighting Academy. Okay, there's a full stop and no capitalization. He served... I don't know why I'm criticizing that, but fucking... He served in the Sonic military fighting Shadow, and in the final battle against Shadow, they were fighting, and Shadow turned him to the darkness, and Cold Steel turned against Sonic and killed him. Full stop, no capital. He lost a part of his ear in the battle, which is why he doesn't not have a part of his ear. Please stop PMing me asking me why that's why. Also, earrings aren't girly, fuck you, Chaos Kid 663. Everyone knows you're a fucking Pokemon scammer, faggot. Likes hurting people, being badass, motorcycles, 9 Inch Nails, the band, in brackets, killing, death, punk rock, Jinko jeans, skulls, darkness, hot girls, with big boobies who are sluts, 9 Inch Nails on finger, in brackets, earrings, purple, cool kind, not gay kind. Dislikes niceness, happiness, Levi's, Kevin Robinson from school. Fuck you, Kevin. Stop showing everyone my fucking deviant art, you piece of shit. Trent Reznor, Short Nails, Chaos Kid 663, Mega Ass Fagot, Sunshine Life, My Dad, Football. And then it's got the picture of his OC and it says, Psh, nothing personnel, kid. Copyright Blood Skull Boy 84. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's one of those pictures that... The picture itself is a picture that keeps on giving, but having it narrated is just an additional gift.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's Cold Steel the Hedgehog. It's not got an O, it's got an E. Oh, this has to be a piss take. That can't ever have been serious. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I've got tears in my eyes, Rick.
I think it was made as a lampoon of the thing that it was meant to be. However, it's such a perfect snapshot of the microcosm of bullshit.
Oh, I'm dying. Okay, for real though, I'm on Google image search. Go on Cold Steel the Hedgehog on Google image search. Make sure safe search is on. I've got safe search on, so there's nothing too creepy. But like, there's another image of someone who's gender bent it, and I'm actually like, yeah, okay, that's kind of a thing. But more importantly, like 10 images down, someone's done a hyper-realistic humanoid version of Cold Steel, and I gotta be honest with you, someone with talent who can draw, it just looks like a more punkish adult version of the Hull who's got purple hair.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which, not a terrible design, but. Well, I mean, the original design is dog shit, but if you give someone with talent and skill permission to run with it, like there's something salvageable, I suppose.
Yeah. Then again, if you go by the regular version, there's a human just wearing what looks like the Big the Cat costume with jeans.
Wait, but Big the Cat only wears a belt.
Yeah, but okay. He looks like he's a human wearing a costume to look like Big the Cat, not to wear what Big the Cat wears.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
So it's a purple fursuit with a lilac belly.
Oh, that's a grotesque description, and yet I can picture it.
And the Cold Steel themed top of the head, but it's in the way that like Captain America has like a top of a helmet and then his mouth is bare.
I follow. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to link that image in the description, aren't I? So they can read along as I lose my shit. I
mean, you are the editor. You do have the power. You can make it your. You can make it the our thumbnail /
It's not gonna be the thumbnail. I can't.
Not the thumbnail. The visual card for this part of the video.
If I remember, I will. But that means I'm also gonna have to. I don't know. I technically don't have permission to use that image, so I might just have to link it. Do you get me?
Sure.
Like, parody or non-parody, or whether it's serious or not, it's still owned by someone. They copyrighted it. They've got the copyright at Skull Kid 84 or whatever fucking shit his dumb username was. Sorry. Skull Kid 8. It was definitely 84. It had a skull in it because he's an edgelord.
Blood _ boy 84.
And it was spelt BOI, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Man, that's dated, because back in the day, I'm sure that was super cool, but now if you put boy, all I can think of is fucking, I don't know if I should say, but, illicit shit.
Okay. When I think of the word boy, B-O-I, I think of the Avril Lavigne song of Skater Boy, which was also spelled with the B-O-I.
I think of femboys, because that's what the internet has done to that word nowadays. I didn't want to outright say it, because I'm like, But then at the same time, there's nothing inherently offensive about that word. But if you Google it, you are going to get some porn of guys who look like women, I suppose. I might have to cut all that. As soon as I finish saying it, I'm like, I don't know if I should be encouraging people to look up a certain brand of pornography. Well, is that the title?
Maybe so.
I don't know if I should encourage this. How quickly will YouTube shut us down if we had the word pornography in our title?
I mean...
Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
I'll find something equally creepy to put as our title. Like, we've got Sonic. Do you want to talk about the weird vor shit, or the weird fucking furry shit, or the weird gay shit? Take your fucking pick.
I don't know where the vor comes from.
That's the noise I can make, really, because I don't think anyone knows where vor came from. Well, actually, I could take a guess. I assume that's just the natural evolution of extreme domination fetishes or some shit. I don't know.
Okay, so the weird thing is, because there are different species represented in the Sonic universe, all at the same kind of size and kind of design aesthetic. You have to kind of assume that they're all on the same point on the food chain, but in the real world, foxes definitely eat hedgehogs. They will flip them over and eat the middles out.
Okay, completely unrelated to what we've just been saying, I just remembered one of the greatest fucking images on the internet that exists, and it features Sonic, so I can fucking talk about it. And this might not be funny to anyone other than me, but I find it fucking hilarious, okay? Sonic the Hedgehog, pregant, with... you know what, I'm gonna have to look it up, fill for time.
I think I've seen this. Is this the one with... Yeah, is this the one with SpongeBob?
It's not SpongeBob. It's not SpongeBob. Well, it might be. I don't know.
I'm sure it's SpongeBob, and I think it's like, is it?
Pan from Dragon Ball GT. Pan. What's her fucking name? The kid.
Yeah. Pan's the kid. Yeah, like the 6-year-old.
Okay, it's Pan, who is heavily pregnant with tears in her eyes, and they've got an X-ray of inside of her womb, I guess, but it's her tummy. And inside is a baby Rainbow Dash, and next to it is a very proud-looking Sonic the Hedgehog. And in the background is just 9/11 going on. And it's got the caption, "Mistakes into miracles."
Yeah. Man, I'm pretty sure I've seen the same thing, but with, like, Shrek and SpongeBob.
Okay, there is a Shrek and SpongeBob version. Because I remember someone talking about it, but I can't remember who. I'm just going to copy and paste this and put this in the Discord to freak out the one other person who's in here.
Man,
okay, spoiler alert. There's more than just us in the Discord we use for these podcasts. And, he's probably not going to respond, but even just knowing that he might look at it and just think, what the fuck, brings me joy.
Man, it's like one of those send this to your crush with no context images.
Oh, Jesus.
I remember when Ollie did that, and the best response she got was Ina sent back a video of the seal that looks directly at the camera and then farts.
Didn't Kiara respond by not responding, and then when Ollie was like, oh, have I offended her? Kiara was just like, no, I just didn't have time to respond. And is that not the coldest shit ever?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad we managed to move on from the creepy Sonic sex shit into wholesome VTuber nonsense.
Yeah, and it's some of the most wholesome bits about them as well. It's when Ollie was testing the water of how weird she could be with her senpais, and
I mean, at the end of the day, Ollie's never going to be weirder than Coco.
No, but also, yeah.
Coco, who canonically does not have a tail and it is just a butt plug.
It is definitely a butt plug, and they have researched how to market them.
I'm sorry? Like, they're actually going to start selling butt plugs?
Yeah, they're actually going to start selling plug-in type Asacocos. Like, they've sent her, like, multiple different versions of it.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah, they've sent her multiple pre-production versions for her to choose which one is good.
What does that mean? Does that mean she's going to test them and see how good they feel? Or does that just mean she's like, which one looks more like my tail?
I think it's more that she feels the other part of it. So, like, whether they make it a canvas pillow, whether they make it a latex pillow, whether they make it full of, like, jelly or whatever.
I quite like my idea of her personally testing the designs of the sexual part of it, because I'm a creepy weirdo. Oh, by the way, I feel totally valid taking shots at the weird Sonic sex shit, because if people looked at my fucking history on Reddit, they'd be ashamed and appalled. Like, I'm not fucking clean, and I know that, which means when I take the piss out of someone for creepy sex shit, you know it's creepy sex shit. I don't mean to fucking blast Sonic I'm sure there's lots of Sonic fans who aren't into the creepy sex shit side of the fandom, but they know it exists. It's like us when we review My Little Pony. We know there's those weird sex people. We know they exist, just don't give them the time of day, shun them as you should, and move on with your life.
I've kind of fallen down a parallel rabbit hole while on the Know Your Meme page of...
Oh, that's fucking almost as bad as TV tropes, go on.
One of the things in the sidebars is the Kobolds Gallery, and it's fucking adorable.
Oh, right, literally adorable fucking, yeah?
Well, not all of it, but one of the images is just a really angry kobold pointing a sword saying, "Wanna get your dick sucked tonight?"
So kobolds are up there with goblins as far as promiscuity goes. Fuck me, I want a medal for saying that word right in the first go.
Yeah, they are.
Jesus. Okay, right. Let's not end on that note, shall we? Let's try and find something wholesome to end on.
I mean, we could just cut the dirty bit and just say yes, the kobolds are adorable.
Oh no, fuck that. That's staying in. People need to know if you're into fucking creepy sex shit. Kobolds are the new in thing. But yeah, moving on from that rather great endorsement of kobold fucking. Rick, who is your favourite canon Sonic character?
My favourite canon Sonic character. Ooh.
Not allowed to use the fucking comic books because there's 10,000 million OCs in that fucking thing.
I know, right? If we were allowed to use things that are in the cartoons, then it's going to be Bunny Rabbit. But like, if you have to go by the games, I'm going to have to go with Tails. You're going to go for going games only, then Tails.
Any particular reason?
Just because, like, when I was a kid, I'm old enough that it was originally just Sonic and Tails, and so Sonic was the hero and Tails was the kid, and I was a kid, and therefore he was the one that I was meant to empathize with.
That's fair.
It's one of the most milquetoast explanations I could possibly give, but yeah, like, also he's cute.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that, my dude.
But yeah, how about you? Who's your favourite canon character?
Vector, and I'll tell you why. It's kind of similar to yours, in that my first Sonic game, because I didn't care for Sonic, I also didn't have Sega consoles, they were before my time.
Mm-hmm.
My first Sonic game was Sonic Heroes, and my favourite route was the Team Chaotix route, which Vector was in charge of. And Vector has that personality type where I now recognise that this is the type of character I like. And that is character who is unnecessarily confident and loud, but is also competent, but not so competent that they can back up everything they say.
Yeah. So they're overconfident, but backed up by a reasonable amount of competence.
Like, they can get shit done, but they will bite off more than they can chew almost every single time, and they will struggle to get that shit done. But as soon as they're finished, they're like, nah, it's a piece of piss, despite the fact you've seen them nearly die 10 times.
Yeah, Tony Stark.
Oh, that's he's a bit of a different brand of smug, but yeah, you could count him.
Different brand of smug. Yeah, there we go.
That's not the title.
I know, right?
I rather like the creepy pornography line I gave, but you know, whatever. I spoke about it again. Fuck. Innocent Vector. Also, his team had Espeon, who is the edgiest of edgelords without being Shadow the Hedgehog, and Charmy the Bee, who is just pure childish innocence.
Yep. Charmy the Bee became the youngest person in all of Sonic.
Ah, well, even younger than Cream.
Yeah. I think Cream is 6, and I think Charmy is 4.
But Charmy's also a bee, so 4 is like 50.
Yeah, I know, right?
But for real though, like it's.
You could say the same about rabbits. Like, a 6-year-old rabbit is an absolute geriatric.
Oh, don't say that, otherwise you'll give the creepy furries ideas. Do not lewd the lolly bunny.
She's got a mum.
Who is very ludable and milfy. I remember watching Sonic X.
Yeah. The mum is basically just a big cream with a little tuft of hair.
And big tits. I don't mean to be crude, but that is the deciding factor here.
Yeah.
No, that's another reason why I quite enjoyed the Chaotix team as well, because, like, Team Rose was Amy, Cream, and Big. They're all fucking idiots. That's their connecting thing. You got Shadow the Hedgehog, Rouge, and I think it was Omega, the robot.
Yep.
Which their deal is they're all evil, but not really. Then you got Team Sonic, which is just Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, the OC, the original 3 motherfucking OGs of the franchise.
Yeah, and their binding factor is they existed before the Sonic universe got bloated to hell.
Yeah, and then you had Team Chaotix, which is these 3 misfits who made it work. Also, their missions were weird. Their stages weren't beat the stage, which was usually what Sonic or Rose's team's deal was. Their thing was, hey, don't beat the stage, collect 10 crabs.
Yeah, just go on a treasure hunt.
Yeah, and the entire game, they don't realise they're working for Eggman, despite the fact it's clearly Eggman on the other side of the fucking walkie-talkie.
Except that Vector definitely knew, and he was convinced that he was going to get paid at the end.
Yeah, you know what? That's another thing as well. You got to appreciate a mercenary type character. Well, fuck's sake, Mandalorian made its name off of being a mercenary type character, only with a heart of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I was about to start gushing about the new Boba Fett series that's due to come out, but I've noticed the time and we should probably wrap this up.
Sure. We can gush in greater detail in future.
And that we will. So, as always, guys, if you managed to make it to this part of the podcast, which is the end, the wrapping up session, You are our favourite type of person. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and I've got to be honest, I've been looking at the statistics, and I think we've got a few regular listeners, so if you feel like making yourself known and have ideas for things you want to see us cover, feel free to, let us know, either in the comments of your favourite website where you listen to this. But equally, you can stay silent. We've got a very packed schedule. We know what we're going to be doing for the next couple of months. So yeah, with that said, thanks for listening as always, guys. We do appreciate it.
Yep, little addendum, if you do listen to us anywhere other than YouTube, then we are on YouTube as well. Our comment section on there is always open and always taking suggestions and engagement. But yes, as we say, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.